Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome to Hollywood Toys, the only place where you can live the movies. Well, most days. Uh, I'm your host, Magic Mike, and welcome to my channel, where usually I do travel and entertainment vlogs covering theme parks, comic and horror cons, movies, celebrities, action figures, video games, and more. And I also have some pretty cool action figure and movie merch as well. Except for maybe not anymore. Who knows? So, welcome to the show. Welcome to another video. Uh, Not going to be one of the most exciting or happiest videos, but just got some crap going on that I wanted to bring everybody up to date on. So, yeah. So, hello, Mama Bear. Hey, Mike, how was your day so far, my big brother? Oh, it's been a doozy, Tina, and I'm gonna be getting into it. Hey, Rob. Hey, Mike, how you doing? All right, he's back. My good friend Rob, back on the attack. Tina said I got sick last night with all this drama. At this point, I would take the drama over this little fiasco that happened. So yeah, Fears Vlogs, yo! What's up, man? And Mr. Lantern, yo! Yo! Howdy, Mike. Howdy, Mr. Lantern. How is it going? Yak off, yo, what's up, Hollywood? Hey, Yak, good to see you here too. I sure could use some friends right now, I gotta say, but yeah. So thanks for showing up. No, it's close. What's close? Howdy, Yakov. Yakov has been kicked off the panel again, y'all. Mr. Lantern, that's not very nice. What the? So, here we are with the announcements, and had a major crisis last night. One of the worst nights I've had, in a long time. And beside the tiff me and Zach went through in that couple weeks of hell, whatever, but I'm glad that's done and over with. I thought that was the worst, but this is even worse than that worst of the worst of the worst. So, Yakos, Fears Vlog says, we got your back, Mike. Thank you, Mr. Fears Vlogs. Yakov has been removed from the panel, y'all. Wow. Yakov, what the? Oh, please put him back. Not today. I can't take it today. Oh boy, folks. Okay. So, and it's just so. Okay. So, last night, I'm on a roll, going nuts, going ballistic, getting on this kick with, getting my gaming situation done, set up, updating my video game list, my streaming list. I'm just on a roll and just boom, 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 boom. Which in a way is kind of not bad. It's good because it's all related to the channel and all that stuff, of course. But the only bad thing about it is I still have my to-do list, which I'm down to like the last few things. I did all the physical stuff. I did all the hardest stuff first off my to catch up list first, leaving all the computer stuff for last, the easier stuff where I could just lay chill in bed while watching movies and doing the rest of the things that all I need to do now is on my computer, working on that while watching videos in the background. So that's what I was doing. I mean, but then I just kind of got interrupted by this whole video game thing. So that kind of pushed that back. And of course, as I've been saying for days and weeks now, how I've been trying to, catch up on this catch-up list so I could have a good day or two off of doing nothing. And I still haven't reached that point yet. So at least if this had happened after that, but that just all that all that frustration piling up upon frustration upon other things, taking a huge financial hit already this month because I just got done getting my car AC fixed, which cost $680 between unclogging the system, re-vacuum, and refill. Um, because for months I've been trying to deal with and figure out this damn AC, and on and on and on. And then this happens to be the same month that my insurance is due, and I don't do the way normally no the way people normally do it, where they do a monthly down payment and they pay monthly. I pay for my 6 month car insurance policy in one, like, at once. I pay the full amount for the 6 month policy, so I don't have to. That's one less bill I have to worry about every month. So that on top of that, and then a couple other things here and there that I needed to, and on and on and on. So, needless to say, what happened last night is the last thing I needed. Because I was already stressing as it is over the car, because for months been trying to figure out, got the air condenser replaced, got the compressor replaced, and that's nothing now compared to this. So then I kind of distracted myself with, the video game stuff, and that was kind of sort of bringing me back to uh, smoother ground, so to speak. I don't know. So last night, I'm doing my thing, going through my video game list, getting things done, getting things set up, getting excited, watching a movie, and I go to download a software to my laptop that I have burnt on a DVD-R, a program that I've had for years and that I've downloaded onto multiple computers in the past with no issues. One computer and at least 2 laptops, if not 3, before this one. So I download the program, and you have to restart the computer. And I did that, and all hell came upon me. Because when the computer came back up, blue screen of death. Windows 11 got the screen that says, click here to exit and continue to Windows 11. Startup settings, troubleshoot, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, I've never seen this before. And in the second that happened, I just got that immediate panicked rush feeling of, oh, no, I cannot afford to have this happen right now. Like, no, 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 no. So I tried everything, every option, skip to Windows 11, and it would jump to a black screen, and then at the bottom would say starting up system repair. And then doop, 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 it would reboot and cycle back to the same damn blue screen. So then I tried the other option, and then the other option, and then I tried the Windows exit to 11 like 3 or 4 times, and it just wouldn't. Hey, Quaver Squeaker. Oh no, you're going on hiatus? Well, I'm getting into that, but thanks for stopping by. Mr. Lantern saying, connect, connect, connect. Time for a crown check, y'all. So then I tried everything else, and then one slither hope that I had is I made my way to the part where it says, start your computer, or restore your computer back to a previous restore point to before this happened. But I click on that, and that wouldn't work. Nothing was popping up. So I don't have another computer, which is now gonna be fixed soon, but so all I have is my phone. So of course I'm going on Google and YouTube to try and see if there's any possible way, like, I need this done like yesterday. I didn't need this to happen to begin with, because I run my business from this laptop, making and selling items, getting orders, keeping in contact with customers, above all else, and of course using it to print and make the items with the printers and all that. So, like, I haven't felt that like in years. Like almost that same feeling you get if you're in a car crash, like that bad of like, oh my god, my life, is over. Even though that's not true, but like when you have something like really that out of left field, unexpected, really bad, like you really live it and feel it, and it's just like, um, if I had a weak heart, I probably wouldn't be doing this live right now because it was that bad. Because I'm thinking, are all my files gone? All my work in progress that I've been working on for the past couple weeks gone? Um, hey, Strong Bear, howdy, David. Uh, you rang. Tina says, "I'm sorry to hear about that, Mike." I thanks, I appreciate that. Now, luckily, I do have like 4 external USB hard drives that I back up almost everything as much as I can, but sometimes a week here, a week there, I'll forget. So it's not 100% up to date, but at least it does. I still, without the laptop, have 95 plus percent of all my files backed up, especially my files I use to make my items with. I can't afford to just have all that in one place on just one hard drive, and that hard drive goes, and then there'd be no more Hollywood Toys for sure. Rob says, "Come see me, Mike. I might be able to help." Yakov says, "I know how you feel. It really sucks when shit like that fails, and everything is so damn expensive nowadays." Yeah. Um, so I watched all the videos, and all the videos are basically telling me the things I already tried. Like, I did that, I did that, I did that. Like, this does not help. And then I got to one part where it says you need some kind of recovery key from Microsoft. But of course, go to your account to get your key. But how can I do that in this freaking laptop? Because, whatever. And the worst thing is, all my passwords are in this computer. I save all my passwords in a TXT file, so anytime I need to sign anywhere and I forget a password, I have them all, boom, right there, easy. Because I thought, worst case scenario, if I at least had my password list, if I at least had another computer, I could then still log into all of my accounts at the very least while waiting for a laptop to get fixed or whatever. But it's all yeah. And then when we get to a point of like doing command prompts and all that, like, that is beyond my pay grade. I am computer illiterate beyond belief. I know how to use them, I don't know how to operate them. I don't know anything about programming, coding, fixing, like all that stuff. That's for the computer techs. I'm no computer tech or whatever. So oh man, like I just like felt like my life is over. Like, especially if all that is gone on that. So, of course, I'm the type of person that, because it's a blessing and it's a curse. I'm the think anticipate the worst, but and prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. So on the flip side, when something bad, really bad happens, my mind immediately jumps to all the worst of the worst of the worst. So talk about a racing mind, racing, whatever. And this is like 12 midnight, so nothing's open. There's no computer shop I can go, and on and on and on. Okay. So I tried and I tried and I tried. Google, YouTube, whatever. I'm like, I have no choice. I got to go to take it to a shop tomorrow and hope if I could find a place that's open. Because I looked on my phone to look for computer repair shops, near me, just so I have multiple options. Like, in case this shop can't get it done soon, I can jump to this one and this one and this one. So talk to Fears about it, and of course he suggested Geek Squad, and I'm like, that's right, Geek Squad. So thanks to him for that advice. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure I would have come to that conclusion anyways. But I don't know, like, but for some reason that was the furthest thing from my mind, because the nearest Geek Squad is the furthest from me anyways. But whatever. So I thought, okay, the plan will be last night. The plan will be tomorrow when I wake up. Or no, that would have been the plan because those computer shops that because my plan would have been okay, wake up, go to all the computer shops on the way, and with Geek Squad kind of like being my last resort, last stop if nothing could get done today with the other shops or whatever, depending on what they would have to say. But those shops that I looked up on Google, it said they're not open today. One in particular that's only 10 minutes away from my house, of course, not open today. And I'm thinking, oh God, it's Saturday. Nothing is going to be open except Geek Squad. So, okay, of course I checked. Yes, they were open today. So I went to Geek Squad to find out the worst. And again, I'm thinking all my stuff is gone. It's going to take a week or two for them to help me, if they can help me. Do they even still do this kind of stuff? Because it's been years since I've ever had a reason or ever taken my computer to a Geek Squad or anything like that. So, or something that would have happened. Oh, we'd love to help you. We can't because whatever reason, I don't know. So it didn't help. So, okay, when I made my way to the Best Buy Geek Squad, I walk in, and it used to be on the right-hand side. And you'd see the big window where you could see all the computers and the equipment in the background and the Geek Squad team, and then one person at the front that you would talk to about helping you. But that's not there anymore. Now it's replaced by, like, I don't know, something like I think customer service, just customer service, but Geek Squad wasn't over there and I didn't see it. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. No, this can't. No. So, but then I look over to my left, and way down at the end, I see like a wall with like a counter set up with a couple computers and the Geek Squad logo above it, but nobody was there, and I don't know, hard to explain. Like there was no window anymore where you could see them going, working on other computers. It just felt so like, oh my! It was just raising my anxiety even more because I'm just thinking, what is going on here? Hey, Fangirl Kate, sorry, what happened? Strong Bear 19, way to go, Stack. Some friend. Howdy, Auntie Kate. Hi, Lance. So, okay, just to fill you in, Kate, basically last night I was on my computer, my laptop, my only computer that I use for everything, YouTube, my business, whatever, and I installed a program, and then it restarted, and it gave me a blue screen of death, and it was stuck in a reboot pattern, and I wasn't able to get back into Windows 11, and I just freaked out beyond belief. One of the worst nights in my life, probably one of the worst nights in the past 10, 15 years. Yeah. So, took it. So I'm right at the point of, okay, so that was last night around 11 o'clock, midnight is when this all went down. Tried to fix it. A good thing I had the phone so I could Google, YouTube, troubleshooting fixes, how to get past it. Couldn't figure it out beyond, anything. So went to Best Buy, Geek Squad, and so here I'm at the part where it just felt like I don't know. I just got bad vibes because it was so different than the last time I ever remember seeing it last time. So I went over back to the front to ask an employee. I said, that is that Geek Squad? They're like, yeah. I said, there's nobody over there because it's just the counter with 2 chairs and a computer on the top. And they're like, do you have an appointment? And I'm like, oh my God, no. Tell me I don't need an appointment. Like, I just freaking out. Because if I can't be without a computer, like, at all. So eventually there was a lady at another desk. Oh, but I didn't realize she was part of Geek Squad. I didn't know if that, because there was another like couple sets of desks perpendicular, and she was talking to somebody, and she eventually. Oh, and when I talked to the other employee, they said, "Oh, just go stand in front of the counter. They have cameras, and when they'll see you, and then someone will come out." So yeah. Um, hey Zach, thanks, Kate. I don't know what Dave's problem is, but I'd hate to take a wild guess. Fear's probably brainwashed him as usual. Dave's 60-something and should be able to make his own decisions. Hey, Zach, I'm sorry you're having issues with Dave, but, you know, uh, I just want to focus on the topic at hand. Uh, that is a separate thing that I hope you can, we were talking about what Mike's going through right now, Zach. Yeah, because I just don't want to get off track here, or or whatever. So I went over there and stood around with my thoughts just racing, ultimate panic mode. And then so eventually the lady come over. Oh, do you have an appointment? No. And she said, oh, well, I'm helping somebody right now. But when I'm done helping them, and if there's nobody else that comes up or something, so just have a seat right over there, and I should be able to be right with you. Zach said, I hope everything is going good though, Mike. Thank you, Zach. I'm just... So sit down, and then she comes over, and I tell her the issue. And so, of course, just as I was kind of anticipating, she said, "Oh, it's going to be at least a 2, if not 3 day turnaround if you drop off the computer, now or whatever." Yeah. So my initial, like, worst case scenario plan was going to be this. Now, at some point, because of situations like this, it has been in the back of my mind for a while now to at some point get another backup laptop, so that when a situation like this happens and something happens to one of the laptops, then at the very least, I'm not without a laptop at all. And of course, I would have all my same files and stuff and apps and downloads and all on both computers. So if that were the case, I could take this one, and it wouldn't be as much of a panic. It would be a little panic, but slightly inconvenience. But it's like, but at least I have this laptop, so I'd be worried about it, but the worry would be like 10%, whereas last night it was 110%, as you can imagine. Cave says, I'm so sorry that happened. I appreciate it. So my worst case scenario plan was, I was like, okay, anticipating, if I have to wait 3 or more days for them to do whatever they need to do for the laptop, I thought, hey, idiot, why get 2 of the same thing? Because also, for months and months, another thing that has been on my wish list is to get a regular computer, a computer tower that the initial thought was to basically use that as sort of like my entertainment center, that I could just set up and plug through my TV and use that computer as mainly my entertainment viewing device that I would use to watch my YouTube videos through, or movies, whatever it is, while working on the laptop. because the way I have it set up now is I'm doing that with the laptop. So I have this HDMI cord that goes across the bed and plugs into the laptop now. So that way I could eliminate that wire altogether, and then that would be, its own separate, thing, whatever. But now I realize more than ever, the other benefit of having that other main computer is, again, if that happens again, now I have a backup computer. So it'd be a computer and then a laptop. So now I think I'm going to be getting that computer sooner than later. Just been trying to be super careful with money. So there's that. So I thought, okay, if I have to wait 3 or 4 or 5 days for the laptop, I'll go get that computer tower now. So at least I would have a computer of some kind in the meantime while waiting for the whatever. And then maybe I could still log into all of my accounts I need to log into to still conduct business. I could still print orders and not get too behind on orders, because again, I still have all my files on my other external hard drives here at home and be good to go. Fears Vlog says, I hope things get fixed, buddy. Thanks, I appreciate it. So Fangirl Kate says, so can you not work? Can you not work with your laptop out? No. So like I said, if it would turn out it would take multiple days to get the laptop fixed, I would have no choice but to go get that other computer and at least get that going, get that set up, get all my files on it, and I'd be able to work off of that at least a little bit. But the worst part of it, and again, this is a learning lesson, is I save all my passwords on a TXT file on that computer. So if I forget a password or I need to change a password, I have it all in one whatever on the computer. Just open up that file. Oh, that password for this and that whatever. But now I can't get into that laptop. I can't access those passwords. So now, of course, the first thing that I'm going to do when I get the computer back is to put that list in my phone, to email a list of my password to myself in my email, even print out like my top 10 most crucial passwords, keep one in my wallet, keep a couple other like hard copies, because those are the most important things. So that will never happen again. So computer or not, I'll still have my passwords, and that's one of the most important things. So anyways, back to Geek Squad. So she said, yeah, it'd be about a 2 or 3 day turnaround, da-da-da-da-da-da. But there is a couple computer shops I could throw your way that might be able to fix your computer today. A couple of shops that are nearby. A couple of shops that are open today that I guess I didn't find when I Googled it before I even went anywhere last night. And luckily enough, they just happen to be on the same street too, and about a mile and a half away. And then of course obviously she said you could check with them, and then if it's the same or worse, you could always come back. At least you have an idea from this point where you're at. So yeah, if it was yes, or if I had to go back, let's say, I would drop the computer off, my laptop off, and then while at Best Buy, I would do some price shopping and start looking at their computers and making notes, taking pictures of, the different brands' prices, compare it to Walmart, compare it to whatever. And then by the end of the day, at the very least, or by tomorrow, I would have an idea. Okay, this is the computer I'm going to buy. Okay. So I would have done it then, but I'm like, I don't want to waste any time. If I have to come back, I'll do that if I have to come back. So I go to the first computer shop. And again, it was one of those where it's just, a giant wall with just the counter and you can't see what, like, I don't know, just something about that. It's just like, I don't know. But, we got 2 chances. Well, maybe even 3 strikes, 3 chances. Because attempt number 1 was Best Buy. So this is attempt number 2. So I go to that shop, and I forgot what he's. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, "Yeah, I'd love to help you, but I have 25 people ahead of you in the queue. So it would take a week or a couple weeks or something like that." So that was short and sweet, and I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. Okay. Go down to the third shop, or the second shop if you're counting from Geek Squad. About 2 blocks down the road. Go into that shop. Now I'm feeling a bit better already, because now it's a big open space, nothing but computers everywhere. And I'm just like, oh, could this be it? And then I asked the question, can this be fixed by today? Yes, we more than likely can fix it by today. We might have some hope here, folks. So I explained the issue, and he said pretty much the only thing that would make it take longer is if we needed to order a part that you needed. But when I explained the issue, they said, oh, since it's an operating system software problem and not hardware, then we should be able to get this fixed today. So basically said, so basically what we're going to have to do is, if we can, retrieve all of your data off the laptop and just reinstall a new install of Windows 11. So I said, okay, and they said there might be a slight chance that all my data might be corrupted, but more than likely not. But I was like, but it's more than likely not. So it was, the chances were all within my favor. So, all right. So it was like 150 for the diagnosis and another 150 for the data recovery. So 300 smackaroos down the drain. But if it can get me my computer back, so thank goodness for that woman that gave me those shops that I otherwise would have had no idea. Would have no idea. And and of course, businesses change all the time. There used to be another computer shop that I used to go to all the time back in the day, but they have long been gone and out of business. And but yeah, so dropped it off and was on my way. And I'm like, I'm stressed, but at least now I'm relieved. Now, okay, I can calm down. It's more likely not worst case scenario. My dad is going to be just fine, hopefully. And it just seems at this point now, the worst thing is just the inconvenience of being down the computer for a day and being out another $300 because of this stupid thing. ABPM, every little ting gonna be all right, Mikey. I think so. I hope so. So, and again, it's the weekend. So, like I said, for my weight loss stuff, I said, the weekends are my cheat weekends, but Monday through Friday, I'm sticking to no fast food, no sugar, no cookies, no whatever. And or even on the weekends, really, no fast food, but I would just eat whatever I want or how much I want on the weekends. But I'm like, the F with this, I'm going to get me some McDonald's. I need me a couple McDoubles. I need me a large fry. I need me a mixed sweet tea, which I haven't had in a long time. And all this stress and all the, I need it right now. But I think this also may have helped out a little bit too. Because every once in a while, let's say whenever I do get something from McDonald's, like maybe every 3 times I order something, it pops up with the option of, do you want to donate? Do you want to round up? Do you want to donate this, donate that? So I'm like, you know what? Because and then I'll do that, to put that positive karma out into the world, even if it's a little bit at a time. It all adds up. So I'm like, if there was a time to do it, it's now. Let me donate so I get even more positive karma so that hopefully that'll increase the chances of things going good with this computer. So I enjoyed me and I enjoyed every bit of it. So yeah. Okay. So I get home and then they call me back just when I thought. So they're like, "Oh, it's showing that we should be able to clone your files just fine or whatever, but we need that bit key. The bit key. I don't know if I explained this part before, and if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But one of the things that came up that said you will need your recovery key. You'll need to go. You can access it in your Microsoft account. Blah 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 blah. But of course, guess what? How can I do that on a dead laptop? And then, or I can't even do it on my phone because I don't have my password. Because where's the password? It's in my friggin' laptop, y'alls. So that was as of last night. So when they called and told me that, I'm like, how can I get into Microsoft? Fears Log says McDoubles, baby. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So they said, well, at least try because we really need that key. Try to log in your account. So hung up with them, and I'm like, let's hope I could still somehow log into my account, even if I have to click on forgot password or whatever and can create a new one. So I'm like, you know what? It shouldn't be an issue because who hasn't had the issue of forgetting a password or needing to change it? You press on forget password, they send it to your email, the reset, whatever, or use your phone to whatever. So went to Microsoft and it said gave me the option to send a verification to my email, open the email and through the phone and blah 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 blah. I was able to log into that account. Thank goodness. I was able to get to the recovery key. Thank goodness. So I was able to copy and paste that and send it to them. And they received it. So that's the good news. The bad news is because I had 600 gigabytes of data that they have to extract or copy over, whatever. Now it's going to take until Monday for me to pick it up. So that's where we're at. So it has a somewhat halfway happy ending. It's going to get done. I'm going to get it back by Monday. So with all my files and everything like that. So big weight lifted off my shoulders. So yeah. So basically just wanted to make this live to let everybody know what's going on. So I can't get into Discord because I don't remember because I have it on my phone too, as well as the computer. I don't remember if I logged out at some. I don't ever remember logging out on my phone, or I don't know if it like automatically logs you out after so much time. I don't know, but either way. So again, I don't have the password to that. It's in the computer, so I won't be able to get into Discord until I get into Monday or do anything, do any panels, do whatever. So now at least everybody knows where's Mike. He's still here. He's just down his main command center, so to speak, and is just waiting until Monday. So I doubt I'm even going to be able to do a Mailing Monday live. And now who knows how many orders behind or not I'm going to be, and now I'm going to have to play catch up. But that I'll take that problem as long as I have the computer back, safe and sound, all files still there and intact and accessible, or nothing changed or anything like that. So, because I was just on a roll, like going through things and getting things set up and everything like that. So, um, Fears Block says, I hope you can catch up soon, but at least your computer's getting fixed, buddy. Yeah. And then, of course, because of all these financial hits I'm taking, that's gonna, I don't know, like how much less that's gonna afford me to be able to do. And I know it's still quite a ways away. Now, it's like the more stuff like this happens, that the more that decreases and decreases the chance I might be able to make it to Spooky Empire or any of the next upcoming conventions, as I have a lot of catching up to do with everything between the car, between the computer, between just A, B, C through F, and on and on and on. And, still, I was already behind as it is. Now, if I'm lucky, it's now going to be another week or two of catching up before I could finally just even take a day or two off. That still hasn't happened. So, but maybe in a way, this in a way is going to be kind of like a forced weekend off, because what I was thinking is when I do finally take those days off, I was thinking like even taking a break from the computer altogether, in a sense. Like, in other words, just relax, play some video games, and watch some movies, but not while working on the computer at the same time, editing vlogs, making products, editing photos, editing videos, and on and on and on. But you put the laptop aside, sit back, and just actually put all my focus and attention on a movie and just escaping completely and not worrying about doing anything on the computer for a day or two, taking a break from the computer work side of it, if that makes sense, and just play games and maybe do some gaming streams, but that's about it. So, and it's so funny how I just happened to get all my gaming stuff situated, getting the Nintendo fixed, the Xbox fixed, so that in the meantime, I got some games I could play while waiting for this computer. So in a way, this will be the first time that I can remember ever, before getting a computer for the first time, of being more than a day, more than 2 or 3 days without a computer, period. It's going to be really just awkward and weird, and it's going to throw off my whole routine. But I try to stay positive. I'm, as you know, I'm always an optimist. So I try to find the positive in any situation. And maybe in a strange way, this will be good. And maybe this will sort of be a forced break from the computer. I don't have a choice. It's not here. So all I have for now for my entertainment devices is just now my phone and the video games. So I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. And then I thought, I don't have to stream to play necessarily. I know that. And I would love to play San Andreas just with myself, not streaming it really. But guess what? I can't even really do that because I was the last thing I was doing on there was going and getting all the clams throughout the game. And I'm like, you know what, the heck with this. I'm just going to cheat. I'm going to go find a map online that shows where they're all at, because otherwise this will take months, if not years, to find them all. And even with the map, it's still going to take hours, but it'll still be fun. Like, at least I have a goal. Now I know where to go. Let's just have fun and see how long it'll take, even with a map, right? And what I was doing is I would put the map in my photo editor, and every time I'd find a new clam and save my game, I would erase that clam off the map so I wouldn't accidentally go back to the same place later or forget, did I get that one already? Did I not? So it'd be all up to date. So again, that's all on the other computer. So I can't even really do that now. So, um, yeah. So, man, it's been a hell of a night last night, and of course, ironically, around 11ish, I was starting to get tired, and I'm just like, you know what? For the past more often than not, I find myself going to bed by like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But I'm like, I'm feeling tired. I'm gonna wind down now and maybe for once get to bed by a decent time, like 12, 1 o'clock. And then that shit happened. So of course, I wasn't gonna be going to sleep anytime soon, even with feeling tired. Um, I get it. Life is crazy. Sometimes we just keep plugging away, keep doing your thing. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So, like I said, definitely, again, a learning experience too. Sometimes it takes bad things happening for you to be prepared for stuff like that in the future, which is kind of funny because I am that person already. I'm the king of anticipating everything that can go wrong with something, even making a list of it, but then having another list of what to do when those things happen, or what can I do to prevent a lot of those things from happening. Always having emergency funds so I never run out of money no matter what happens financially. Having extras of this, having backups of that, having external backups. And the one thing I need a backup of the most that wouldn't be that difficult to do is my password list. So that'll never happen again. Because, like I said, as soon as I get that computer back, I'm going to put all those passwords in my phone, in my email, in printed. Like, there's now no way I'm not going to have those passwords backed up, whatever, ever again. And then eventually, when I get that other computer, now I'll have two computers. So if one drops, now, like I said, it'll just be a mere inconvenience with a slight panic if that happens again to one of the computers. So yeah, so it'll overall have a happier ending. What didn't kill me last night will only make me stronger. So yeah, but that's where we're at. So I'm just playing some more Dr. Mario, and then I just don't know what I'm gonna do later, but yeah. So, how's everybody else out there doing today on this lovely day? Wow. And then, shoot. Howdy, BPM. Howdy, Larry and Mama Tate. Mama Tate! Oh, boy. Learning experience. Could always be worse. I'm still alive. Just been a heck of, and it's going to be a heck of a weekend. Definitely a different weekend. A different change of pace for sure. But also, so, I still, watch videos here and there. I have videos downloaded on my phone that I can watch too. If I, get bored or can't figure out anything else to do, because a majority of all my tasks rely on that computer, of course. So it is going to be. And the thing that's also going to kill me too is, more than anything, another thing that I do is I keep a daily diary of my day-to-day activities, to document my life and everything that I do every day. And in excruciating detail. So what I would do is, just a basic TXT, a notepad app, and like most people, I don't wait until the very end of the day to say, well, today I did this and I did blah 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 blah. When I first started journal keeping, I used to do it that way, but then I would, like, wait the next day, I'd be like, oh, I forgot that I did this as well, and I forgot about that, and even then, don't really remember everything. So what I realized the best thing to do is, as meticulous as it sounds, and it does take a great deal of my time as well, is uh, when I first wake up, I'll note, okay, woke up at this time. Okay, I had 4 sausages for breakfast, and I'm watching blah 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 YouTube video while eating. Okay, and basically like hour by hour, task by task throughout the whole day. Whenever I do something, finish something, I go into that diary and then I put that in. Today I'm working on catching up on orders, and I'll put what those orders are while watching whatever movie or YouTube video or videos in the background, and I'll put those. Sometimes I'll even put the links to the videos or the titles of the videos. Next, I did this, and then I talked to this person or that person, blah 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 blah, and then like I'll put like whenever I go anywhere, then I'll put 2:45 p.m. left to go drop off packages at post office. And then like sometimes I won't know like what store I might go to or not. Sometimes I do know, sometimes I don't. It just depends. Like I might be out and be like, oh, that's right, I need to get this, or I need to get that, or I need to go to that store. So I'll do all that and then come home. 5:22 back home, and then fill in the blank. So after post office, I went to this store and I picked up these things. Then I went to this place and I did that, and blah blah blah. So everything is all there and up to date on that. As dorky as that sounds, and then back home, and then I'll put what I had for dinner and what time. 5:35 dinner, lemon pepper chicken, romaine salad, and some cashews or whatever. Then have the dinner, and just on and on all throughout the whole day. Because if I didn't do it that way, I'd be missing a lot of details. So now I'm gonna have to go a whole weekend without having that ability to, whatever. And in my notepad on my phone, all I'm basically putting is went to computer store, did this, did that. And then when I get the computer back, then I can fill in all the details and type everything out, because I much prefer typing than typing with the thumbs on a little phone screen this big. And I just so I hate texting or doing any kind of texting communication on the phone. I much rather do it on the computer, whether on Facebook, Instagram. I could type out a message way faster on the computer than I can on the phone. It's really annoying. So a bit inconvenienced by having to now be downgraded to just the phone for the next few days. But it is what it is. So yeah. And then that's another thing I'll do too as another extra backup is, of course, when I finish a diary and it's a new year, I'll not only transfer the diary file to all my other hard drives, because those are irreplaceable. If that were to disappear, there'd be no way of getting that back. I put it in all my hard drives, but then I'll also I'll copy and paste it and email a copy of it to myself in my email, so that way I get free cloud storage. And worst case scenario, if the whole house were to explode, at the very least I have all of my yearly diaries saved in my emails, in my saved diary folder or whatever. So that's something else that I do. But of course it's not the end of the year, so if I were to lose this year's diary, I'd be pretty depressed about that for days, even weeks. Not only that, but if I wasn't able to get my current files back, I have my 2026 earnings, like every penny that I've made from everything that I put daily, weekly, monthly, how much I made at the end of the month. I mean, after taking into effect like my calculated profits, not just what it says in my accounts, but after minusing off the cost of shipping supplies, the cost of the materials, and on and on and on, and after all that, this was my profit, and then how much I made. I would lose all of that documented pay from the beginning of the year up until now, and I would just be like, now I have no idea. I'll have no way of knowing how much I made, because that's important to me to keep track between that and my business expenses that I need for tax write-offs when I do taxes at the end of the year. That would be gone. See, I'm starting to think of even more things that I'd be completely effed in the A over if I wasn't able to get those files back. But I deliberately tried to go out of my way to not think of those things when this all started happening last night, to further stress myself out even more and potentially give myself a heart attack of, what if I can't get that back and this back, and it would have been too much. So I just tried to focus on, just in general, just the fact that I suddenly don't have instant access to my computer is already upsetting as it is, especially being my primary, at the center of everything. So, so needless to say, I'm really, really going to be anticipating Monday. So as long as I'll have all my files back, I'll be happy, minus the fact that I had to spend $300. But now that's another thing I get to add to the catch-up list now, guys. I get to go back through and now re-download all of those apps that I use on a daily basis. I have to reinstall the printers. I have to readjust the settings all over again, and I have to re-download Discord and Instagram and Facebook and Streamlabs and StreamYard and OBS and my Sony Vegas and GIMP, and oh my lord, it's gonna be, I'm never gonna get this day or 2 or 3 off, am I? Just, there's always gonna be crap just keeps coming at me and coming at me and coming at me, on top of being stressed over the, but I'm trying so hard to not let it get the best of me, and whatever. So yeah, so if I can't, or if I can't make it to anybody's lives, panels, whatever, I'm sure all y'all will understand, because with the computer, I had 2 monitors, my TV monitor, my laptop monitor, so I could have 3 or 4 or 5 different windows doing this while that's on that monitor, while doing this on this monitor, and have this window open for this and that window open for that while watching this person's live over here. But now that I'm downgraded to one phone, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure you guys understand, you get it. So again, if anyone doesn't see me around, now you know why. I'm just down a laptop, basically. So I'm going to do what I can, and Strong Bear 19 says, things will get better. I know, and I'm really hoping so. Yeah, so first time ever in my life, in probably 20 years, that I'm going to be more than a day without a computer. And again, it could be worse, and there are people that are in a far worse situation than me. I could be homeless, I could be stricken with a deadly disease and I'll have that much to live, or have a severe physical disability or limitation. I could be blind. Those are easily far worse and I know any one of those people would gladly trade places with me and take on my problems like that. So I always try to keep that in mind. So I'm not one to like, wah, woe is me, feel bad for me. I always persevere. I always get back up, dust myself back up off again. Um, and I know I'll feel like back and better than ever when I get the laptop back and everything is there, and especially by Tuesday, Wednesday, and I have everything set up. But because what makes it even all the more frustrating is I had some exciting announcements coming up that I couldn't wait to make videos about, do some tests here and there. But now it's like they're gonna have to wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Uh, so also explains why, I'm just completely booked and I have no idea. Because, I want to hang out with the vlog squad and do that too. But it's just like life just keeps like, nope, get back here, magic boy. Not so fast. You have these things to take care of over here. Like, leave me alone. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that YouTube fame. Yeah. Almost real girl. Hello. I heard a rumor at the gay bar while drinking my breakfast, and it's a beautiful thing that Dave and Fears are getting married. Um, I, I doubt that. I don't, because I don't think I think Tina, Miss Mama Bear, would have an issue with that. So I'm gonna call that one false. But kind of funny. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. So I don't know. Just got to figure out things, figure out what I'm gonna do. And I think that's about it. Unless there's any questions. Figure out dinner maybe. And who knows? Maybe this will make me go back to actual handwritten notes. Because before the computer, I would have binders and binders full of handwritten notes. Before I just decided to say, "Oh, the heck with it! I'm going to do everything on a computer now." So yeah. All right. I think this is a good place to end it because now I'm just going off on a tangent and don't know what to know. But thanks for all the support. Thanks for everybody coming and checking me out. I hope all the drama out there will get itself straightened out and we can all just get along. I'm here for everybody. I'm everyone's friend. And I want all the friends to be friends. So, yeah. So, hopefully, the next time I'll see you will be Monday, Tuesday at the latest here on YouTube or something. So, hope for me for the best that everything will go well and I'll get the Hollywood Toyz command center back with another future main hub command center of another computer as well, so that if anything like this happens again, I won't be completely out of computer altogether. So yeah. So be sure to subscribe to Strong Bear 19, where you can have fun storming the castle, and to Fears Vlogs and Fears Man 26 for more awesome lives, content, vlogs, all that good stuff, as well as Mama Bear 06, as well as Mr. Lantern 1986, as well as Yakov Petrovich. Check out his live stream later tonight, because it's Saturday. It's Yak Night. Yeah. And all that good stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for the support and allowing me to vent. And have some temporary bad news that'll hopefully wind up in permanent good news, getting that computer back, and we can get back at it again, y'alls. So, um, thanks for bearing with me through this unplanned series of events. Still stressed over it, but compared to last night, it's complete, almost 180. But I'm just so just gonna play some games while watching some videos off my phone, or maybe if I can, and YouTube, or I don't know, but yeah. So I really hope you enjoyed this live stream, and if you did, then please consider subscribing to the channel for more videos like this one, and leave me some comments. Give it a thumbs up, and share the video. You can also follow me on all of my other social media, as well as visit the Hollywood Toys online store. The links are in the description box below. But don't buy anything from me yet. Make sure you stay up to date, subscribe, so you know when I get my computer back, and once I get fully back into business. So if you can, hold off on those orders until then. I'd appreciate it. So yeah. So this is Magic Mike, reminding you to live for your family and friends. Live your best life and live the movies. And have backup computers and hard drives and passwords. Love you.